So in this lesson, we're going to finally add a to-do item to our to-do list application. Now, if you remember, we set up this state in the last video. Now, this is the part that I always forget about and get an error the first time, but I'm glad I remember it this time, because the first thing you need to do when you use RiverPod within your application is allow your whole application access to that state object. So to do that, we're going to wrap our application in a widget called Provider Scope. Now this allows us to be able to use this provider that we set up when we go to add a to-do item. So let's set up our UI in order to add a to-do item. We're going to set up a consumer widget. And there's a shortcut using that RiverPod snippet called stateless consumer. And we can call it add to do. Import the Flutter material library. And let's get to building. So first we need a scaffold, because we need to have the base of our UI there. And in the body of the scaffold, we're going to have a center widget, which will have a column with some children, or those will be a text field where we actually enter the to-do item. And the other one will be a text button. So we'll define what we want to do when we press it, but the text within there will be add to do. Now this add button doesn't do anything, so we got to go back to the home screen and actually make it navigate to that screen so we can use it. We've done this before. We do navigator .of context push material page route and the add to do page. We need a semicolon so there's no errors. And we should be able to click this plus icon and we go to this add to do page. Nice. So obviously it doesn't look good right now, but we can fix that. Let's first add an app bar. I want to set the title text to be add to do. Now it looks a little bit better, but we can do better than that. We need to customize this text field to actually work and look a little bit better. So to make it work, we need a text editing controller to control whatever is in there. Then we set that controller to be our to-do controller, and it doesn't work with a constant variable, so remove that. We want to give it a little bit of a decoration. Input decoration and a border of outline input border. Now you can't really see it, so we're going to wrap it in some padding. We'll keep it at that. And I want to make it more centered. So to do that, we're going to take the column and we're going to do main axis size dot minimum. That makes the column smaller vertically, and since this is within a center widget, that means it will center within our screen. So now, to do item, we'll click add, and nothing happens. That's because we didn't define this part yet. But we have our state set up, and this part actually becomes really easy because all data is already taken care of. So we need to just get to that to-do provider. And remember, the notifier is the one that has the actual functions, and then we add a to-do. And the content we want to add is within that to-do controller .text. I'm going to add another little thing here. We're going to say navigator .pop, so it goes back to the previous screen. Just like that, we can add a to-do item, something like record this video, add a to-do. No provider scope found because I didn't refresh it once. There we go. All right, let's try again. Record this video. Actually, I think I might need to restart it. No, it works. Okay. So the to-do item's added, but we still can't see it at the home page because we haven't done that part of the UI. Well, we can actually check that is in there by going to our to-do provider, and let's go to add another item. We're going to put a breakpoint there. We're going to add an item saying edit this video, add to do. So the breakpoint hits. If we go into our actual state, the state has 2 items in it. The to-do item at list 0 is record this video, which is the previous one, and then our new one that says edit this video. So our data is all good. Our app is working properly. Now we can set up this whole home to-do view.